Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of NC-17. I almost messed up my own intro. What the hell? But anyhow, today with us we have some very special guests. We have actress Amber Brooke. We will have another actress, Marleigh Arnold, joining us later. And we have writer and vice president of Slash Dev Productions, June Seiter. I said that correctly, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I hope so. I asked like 5 minutes ago, but still. And all of you guys made a movie are making a movie called The Forsaken Few. Uh, so June, since this is your first time on, we'll kind of give you the stage to set up what you would like people to know about you and what really got you into writing.
Oh man, really gotta throw me under the bus first time.
Trial
Um,
by fire.
fair enough, fair enough. Um, I was actually best friends with Devlin in high school. We went to the same high school, known each other for a while, and he just texted me one day and said, "Hey, I trust you and I want to make movies. Let's do it." No question. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. And ever since then, it's just been, we've been moving up a little bit more each time that we've done a movie and met more people. And he was just having, I love Devlin, he was just having a little bit of issue about like making sure that things were like long enough to be a fully fledged like time thing. Like a lot of it was just a little cut. And so he was like, I need you to proofread this and I need you to add to it what you think you can. And the story is revenge, and it's very hard to write a revenge because that is such a deep feeling that is in you that like you don't know until you're going through it. And it was very fun to create something from a feeling that I didn't know that I could have until it was fully done.
Okay, okay. And Amber, you're attached as one of the actresses. So kind of without spoiling anything, what how does your character play into the story, and what could the audience be looking forward to when they see the film?
Okay, so my character is a badass, but she's not your typical badass. She's got some supernatural aspects, right, June?
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know. They all know, right, from the flyers that I'm some sort of creature of the night,
Hmm.
yeah.
right? So, I'm Queen Esme, and I am ruthless. I want power, and I will stop at nothing to get it. So that's what you got coming. Be prepared.
Oh yeah. So June, in writing this, like you alluded to, that writing about revenge is kind of, something hard to do if you, well, a lot of people out there nowadays want revenge for something, but when you don't have that in your system and you're writing it, what were some of the obstacles you had to overcome to kind of get the story full fleshed and ready to go?
It one thing, so one thing that made it easy was I watch a lot of uh crime TV shows. So like there's always a sort of revenge that like from either the victim or the parents of a victim, like there was always something playing in the background that was able to kind of be like the verbiage of what people would say, of like how they would react to something, or the way they would kind of just like a shutdown reaction, like with anxiety, like you just kind of like you there's no fight or flight, it's just a freeze. And so like there was a lot of moments when I was writing that watching shows that had already done some sort of a small revenge style, I was able to kind of like pull from what we had created for Kira and be like, okay, well, this is how someone in like I absolutely love Law and Order SVU. So like sort of like a revenge of what parents wanted for for one of like a child victim. Like I was able to be like, okay, this is how grown adults are reacting to this sort of thing instead of like a kid base, but also still pulling a kid in there because you're always going to be a kid. Like you're always going to have that fear in you.
All right. And Amber, I'm very familiar with some of your work, uh, as you have been a guest on here talking about some of the other works you've been in. With this character, and I've seen, like the posters, and I've seen, just what I've seen online, and your character looks, I want to say, definitely different from what you played before. So how do you get your mind, set on playing this character, and what are some of the obstacles you find, if any at all?
So with this one, I'm still kind of developing her character because I've got a little bit of time before we film, and I really like to go in depth. Like I will give her so many characteristics. She's gonna have her own specific personality, and mostly what I've come up with for Esme is she's just brutal. She is going to do whatever she can to destroy you. And I'm not normally that kind of gal. You know me. I'm the opposite of that. I'm like I love everybody. Let's support one another. But this no, this is it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun playing somebody who's the opposite of who I am really. So, I haven't really found any obstacles with it because I'm just having so much fun developing this ruthless being. But yeah, it's cool, and what I've got going on right now, I think everyone's really gonna like because I've definitely channeled a lot of past trauma and shit that really makes me mad to bring her to her ruthless point that she's at. So, like I said before, be on the lookout. Yeah.
So is there a specific scene, and this is a question for both you guys, that when you guys do start filming, is there a specific scene, again, without spoiling anything, that you're both really looking forward to?
uh, all of them. Like the initial scene where it starts the conflict, right? That one's going to be really pivotal, and I'm looking forward to that. But then the scene towards the end where it all comes full circle and we have our confrontation, that's going to be awesome.
I think I'm most excited for just all of the entrances, like the amount of family that we're going to have. Like, I'm excited for everyone to just have their full-blown entrance and have their own characteristics that are going to be seen by everyone. And you're going to want to know more about each and every single one of them. Like, it's not just going to be like a one-off that can walk away. Like, you're going to want to know about everyone.
Yep.
Let's kind of talk about the cast for a minute. You guys got a lot of people attached, too many people to name in just this one episode. But
True.
so this is Devlin's first feature film, and I think he's kind of got the mindset of go big or go home, which there's nothing wrong with that because trust me, I did the same thing too. The So that takes a lot of guts because if you have so many people attached, you have to make sure the audience stays engaged. And in writing the story and having all the characters and everything, uh, what would you guys say is the best part about having such a large cast, and what would be, if there is any, a downfall to having such a large cast?
I would say the family dynamic. You're going to have this big group of people that is going to come together for one purpose, and that purpose is to create this film and make it the best it can possibly be. And together we will join as a family, which is nice. So you build those relationships, and then maybe downfall. I mean, leaving. The downfall is leaving your new family.
All
Nobody
right.
wants to leave set after being there and just falling in love with everybody there.
All right. June?
I like not even like just when it starts, like not even with the filming or anything like that, but being able to have a group chat of everyone And so you get to see personalities, you get to like so many memes come through our group chat. I won't even lie. But it's like it's nice to be able to see personalities because then some of them are already what their character is gonna be. And so you know why they were picked. You know why there was something there for it because they're a base for the character and then they're just gonna be able to build so much more off of it.
Oh yeah. Uh, so again, another question for both you guys. So this is a revenge action horror kind of film. What kind of soundtrack would you guys look for? I got a pretty good idea where Amber's gonna go.
I
Uh,
mean, I can tell you the guitar player's downstairs. Like you need some suspense building music. You need like some grunge, some metal, like some crazy heavy stuff for the climactic scenes, but you also need some dramatic music for there's emotional scenes. So you need stuff like that.
all right. June.
I definitely think that you need like that deep bass in a lot of like the dramatic stuff just because like in my head when I was writing there was a few parts where like there was no music to me. There was just like a heartbeat, like just the anxiety of like building up. So like that deep bass is definitely something that we're looking for in that. But also like in the I don't want to call it calm parts, but like in the more parts that are like that, like a very just more light musical sense to it, just because there's always going to be a little bit of like average in a life, and then all of a sudden it's just going to be silent heartbeat. Your anxiety is just going, and that's what's been going through me when I've been writing this.
I love that.
All right. Uh, so June, is being the writer, is this your first time writing a full feature, or have you written one before?
First time for a full feature, but I have helped Devlin on all of the ones that we've done.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a fan of the Halloween movies just because Halloween's my favorite franchise. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And Amber, so with this character and being brutal, can we expect a lot of bloodshed?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Would you expect anything else from something I do?
Hell no. Yeah.
Good.
I mean, the first movie I seen you in, and I was like, oh yeah, she's doing this. The sky's the limit. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. So here's not like a question to actually answer, but it's more, what would you guys like to say to Devlin? Because I know he's going to see this. So what would you guys like to say to Devlin? If it's something you haven't said already, or just something that you would like to reiterate.
You can go ahead, June, if you want.
One thing that I have constantly told him since the beginning of this, I am not going anywhere. We're now stuck together. I will be his vice president through basically anything. I don't think he could do something that would make me go away.
That's so
That's
sweet.
awesome.
I think I tell him all the time how awesome he is. And I'm very proud of him for sticking with making movies. I know he had a rough go for a little bit, but you know what? He's strong and he's going to create something super amazing, and we're all going to kill it together. Very, very proud of you, bud.
All right. Uh, so a little birdie told me that this is a planned trilogy. Uh, so in saying that, obviously there's going to be a lot of kills in part one. So how do you ramp up the story? Do you already have the story in your head, June, or is it something that is going to come to you organically?
There's a few parts that I already have that are like the heavy hitter spots. It's the it's the fill-ins that I have that kind of come like after I space out the big ones. It's the fill-ins of being like, okay, what's going to create the deeper character? What is going to make people want to keep coming back to this? What is going to build Kira up even more than she's already been built up?
All right. And Amber, how does this character like? What is the most emotional thing that you have attached to this character? Like, what draws you to this character the most?
Like her pure rage.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could tell you more, man, but just know like she's just a rageful, driven being.
All
So I can't say too much without like getting into detail.
Oh yeah. So I will say that, I'm definitely, I'm a fan of Devlin. I've been for a while, where he's actually going to be part of my next film too. But the thing about group dynamics is it can be tricky sometimes. And it's not even about egos or anything. It's just sometimes you may have a disagreement. And the thing is as long as you guys stay, like grouped together, you guys should do good. I want you guys to succeed. I trust me. I want to be on that front line watching the film the first day. Actually, I'm going to bug Devlin when it's done. Can I watch it before it even goes to the preview? But I do want to say that what you guys are doing. I'm a fan of all of you guys. Amber, you already know that. So,
Well, we're a fan of you too, Josh.
well,
Absolutely.
I don't do this for me. I do it for y'all. So, uh, but I will say, June, in writing a script, sometimes it can be tricky because I wrote my own thing, and at the end of the day, it's like all the pieces have to fall in place.
Mm-hmm.
And if like one block falls, jingles over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard good things, and I haven't heard too much, but I've heard good things. So, me personally, I think the audience is really going to be invested in this character, in these characters, in this story. But what was and I know Amber, you got to get going soon because you got things you got to do. But what was the most rewarding thing so far for both of you guys?
I think just how we are coming together in the group chat and how everyone's kind of like creating their character and backstories. There's a lot of backstory talk. Creating just like these really cool, unique characters. It's really rewarding seeing all of that. And then, reading June's script, it's like everything's going to come together really nicely. So far, the whole experience has been super rewarding. And like coming up with my own character has been really fun and rewarding. So I can't wait to see what everyone else does.
Oh yeah, June.
Um, I'm gonna be completely honest. I was so distracted listening to Amber that I totally forgot your question to me. I was
Well,
so focused on her and I was just like, yes, Amber, let's go.
Your honesty.
what's been the most rewarding thing so far?
Being able to have a reaction immediately, like not having to wait for someone to respond. Like I was able to, like, anytime that I have a question for anyone, I send it out, and normally within like 5 minutes to an hour, I can have a response from everyone, and we're already on to like the next thing that I need to be able to do. Like I love that there is just an immediate answer for everything, and then if anyone has any questions, we're able to just get it sorted, and we are all connected. Like no one is like being forgotten about or like uncomfortable being here. Like we are making sure that like we're all in this together. And if we're not, then there's a conversation.
Oh yeah. I just got notification Marleigh will actually be joining us here very shortly. So Amber, before you go, what would you say the future holds for you as an actress? And also to August, I said hello. But
I'm sure he says hi back. um, well, for me as an actress, you can expect a lot more movies. I am ramping up this year, trying to just focus on acting a lot more this year. The goal is to be able to quit my day job here soon and just act full time because that's my passion. I know that's where I belong. I was born to be on a set and that's what's going to happen. So just be on the lookout for all the projects I'm involved in. August and I are actually writing our own films. Don't think it's going to be this year that anything comes out. We're thinking about filming a teaser for our one film this year. Hoping so, depending on tour schedules and everything, money, everything else. But yeah, so just be on the lookout for a ton more movies.
oh yeah. I do want to say now, Amber, you've been on before. I do take a moment to praise every guest. And Amber, you are one of the nicest people that I've met in my entire life.
Well, thanks.
You know,
I
and
try.
you don't have to try hard, and you succeed, flawlessly. So,
Thank I just feel like there's so much awful, horrible things that go around in this world. Like, it doesn't cost anything to be kind to people, so just do it. It's not hard.
oh
And
yeah,
you feel better. It makes you happy, making other people happy. So, like, come on, guys. Get with the program.
oh yeah. uh, I do want to say that with there's a big controversy of AI versus human right now, and it's a really big controversy.
Yeah.
What is your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, AI is good for some things, but not to replace a whole actor. And like I've seen like the AI, posters and stuff. They're cool, but not as cool as an actual person. And like I said, it's a double-edged sword there. It is good for certain things. But when you're replacing people, like the whole strike that had happened for SAG, there's a problem with that.
Oh yeah, agreed. And June, you as a writer, I mean, that seems to be something that AI really like people use a lot. What is your stance on that? Because I know a lot of people out there who strictly use it, and I'm like, I distance myself as far as away from them as
Yeah.
possible.
I it I understand why it's getting used, and there have been a like not for writing this, like not for writing any of the movies because I want that to come from me, but there are a few times where like I've had to go in and use it because there's like certain words that I can't get out that I need. So I'm a teacher during the week, and so like when I have to do professional emails, there's certain words that just don't click together in my head, and so like I'll say like do the professional email and then I'm like, "No, that doesn't sound right." And but seeing it like written out in a professional way, like you can tell when it's made very like generated. And so I'm like, "Okay, well there's a baseline for me." And then I go through and I change what I need to change and all that kind of stuff. So like I don't actively use it, but I have a few times just to be able to get like my thoughts out when it's not like coming out normally.
Oh yeah. So you use it as a tool, which is the only thing most people would say is use it as a tool, but don't use it as like a crutch. So I
Hmm.
mean that's understandable. So I do want to say that the posters, both posters, actually, I think I've seen three posters at one point, but I think the posters are really awesome. And me personally, I always go for the villain. I want the villain to always win. So that means Amber, I'm cheering for you if you're the villain.
I am.
you know, but I do know that the villain hardly ever prevails. So,
We'll see.
oh yeah.
Well,
But
Josh, I'm gonna pop off so I can go say goodbye to August before he's gotta go. But
all
thank
right,
you for having me on. This was fun. I'll come on again. You just let me know.
all right, all right,
Hi
Amber.
and bye, Amber, I guess.
Thank you for coming on, Amber, and we look forward to talking to you in the future.
Yes. All right, guys. Have a good show. Bye, Marleigh. Bye, June. Bye,
Bye,
Josh.
Amber.
Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.
Oh,
Marleigh
Devlin here
Arnold's
too.
here.
Devlin
Huh?
did not tell me you were going to be on here. Hey, babe.
Hi, Marleigh.
Yeah. Well, first Devlin said two, then three, and I was like, you can bring on everybody if you want. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Welcome, Marleigh Arnold. You. It's not like we don't know each other, but still.
It's not like my face is directly behind.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got a good point there. So I want to kind of just go over a couple questions that I went over with June and Amber. What is like the most rewarding thing so far about the process for the Forsaken Feud to this point for you?
I'm going to be honest, thinking about the kills has been my favorite thing so far. The kills and all the choreography, even though Vin will be choreographing this one because I've been told I have too many jobs. I am still
Marleigh, no,
very
you don't have
excited.
too many jobs.
I am still incredibly excited for all of that and been thinking about all that and all the FX stuff and basically all the stuff that Devlin won't let me do because he says I should focus on acting. We all know
I
I'm
have
going to
to
weasel my
agree.
way in there, though. Just saying, putting out in the
No,
universe.
no. Not allowed.
I just want to design the FX. Just let me draw up the pictures of the wounds. I can do that preset. Come on.
Maybe we can talk later.
Okay, flag.
And another question is like, what about this character draws you to this character?
I would say absolutely the aspect of like revenge. I would say I'm not necessarily a vengeful person exteriorly, but internally, you always think about, dang, what I could do to like this person. And I love that it's this very like angsty character, for lack of a better term, who's just like, you know what? Screw all of you. Kind of like, yeah, I really enjoy that. And I'm excited to see where that goes with her in kind of assumably maybe learning to get over it or getting progressively more psycho. I don't know the direction yet. Outside of the first film, at least,
I would love to see more of a psycho kind of character, but that's just me because I like the villains,
Oh, shit.
But no, I do want to ask you, June, is like when you were writing this and specific characters were being written, which did you have in mind the type of person you wanted to play these characters, or was Devlin like the one that spearheaded that?
Devlin had decided on everyone, but one thing was that I kind of actually kept myself out of the group chat.
Yeah.
Like, I kept myself out of the group chat so I wasn't fully aware of like each person's personality until I finished it and then I sent it out. And then I'm like, oh, that's a different thing. But like until I sent it out, I kind of stayed out of the group chat of just being like, I want to write all of these characters and I just want to write the character. And then it kind of ended up being to where like just casual conversations that were being had before I started writing made it kind of into the script of being like, oh, I see now why Devlin chose this person. I see why he like wanted me to kind of write this. Like it's kind of like the personalities kind of like mesh really well together and it was able just to pull from everyone.
Dang.
Uh, all right, Marleigh. So, what are you most looking forward to filming without spoiling anything? Like, are there specific things you are looking forward outside of the kills that you really want to see come to life?
Well, I do have a favorite part, but I can't say it because it's a spoiler.
Yeah, don't say it.
So I will say, like, the kills and the stunts, because that's what I can say without spoiling anything. The kills, the stunts, everyone who I'm going to be working with, like, I know a lot of the main cast, so I'm excited to see everyone and see how everyone, works together and all that stuff. And I
Uh,
love working with June and Devlin, obviously. So I'm always excited for that.
uh, uh, so I'm going to put you on the spot here for a moment, Marleigh.
Why do you always have to do this to me? Sorry.
Because it's my show for y'all, so I have to put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
When you got the script, what was your first initial thought after you read the entire thing?
My first thought.
June, plug your ear. No, I'm just playing.
My first thought in general, well, I really like the script. Like I said, I love like revenge stories, but my first thought before I even finished the script was, wow, that first section was really, really depressing. And very dark and sad. It starts off like really, really, really rough.
Sorry, Mar.
For my character, specifically, I would say. Well, and I guess for the other characters involved in that section, it's also very rough for them, but it's like more long-lasting rough for me. And I love Morrow. He's like probably my favorite character.
I'm so excited to make more of
that
him.
was like also my first thing. I was like, oh my god, I get a little guy. I want a little guy. And I get to yell at him.
Yeah.
Which we all know how much I love yelling at people, so.
I plead the fifth. No. I will say though, like I told Amber and June earlier, I'm always going to support Devlin because he's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that stands out is when you continue working with the same people, you already got that family sense. And
mm-hmm.
I think one of the things that Devlin like exceeds in definitely is he surrounds himself around good people.
Yeah.
Definitely. I would again, I'm going to reiterate, I love the posters. Posters are really good. Characters look badass, and I just know that if you're swinging a katana, to stay away from you.
Yeah, probably. I'm actually more of a longsword girl personally, so the katana will be interesting.
But in writing this character specifically, June, what was the little details that you added in there that are going to make this character kind of stand out outside of being the good guy, but just like kind of stand out and make people say, well, damn, this character has so many different layers?
I think really making sure that I was writing in the anxiety of going through just all of the pain, like just making sure that I was making her have like a human reaction and not just like a
cold-blooded killer reaction.
Yeah, like she didn't need to be a serial killer, but like she needed to have like reactions to things. Like she couldn't just stand there after the fact. Like she needed to have panic attacks, feel the heartbeat in her ears. Like she needed to be human for people to realize like, oh, this is a full revenge.
Yeah.
Like it's not just
emotional character, if I may say, and I feel like people will relate to her a lot in that aspect. All compliments go to June's writing with that one.
I try my best.
But I do want to say that with again, you guys got a large cast, which is I'm not against, obviously, just look at not their casting part one, but whatever.
Yeah.
But I do want to say that, as I told June and Amber earlier, that again, working with a large cast is a good thing, but it can be a bad thing. But at the end of the day, it's as long as you guys have the faith and trust in each other, you're going to succeed. So and I don't need to ask Marleigh the question about the AI. Trust me, she's the reason we have this poster. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, fair.
But I do want to ask, like, what's Marleigh, for you, what has been, if any at all, an obstacle you had to overcome in just getting this character, developing this character, and reading the script before you guys even start filming? Has there been any obstacles?
Yes, but they were both for the promo, I would say. Devlin immediately is like, how deep of a voice can you do? So I'm like talking like this. And he's like, okay, that sounds stupid, like a little bit more, but the character has a deeper voice than I do, which is saying something because I already have like a deeper voice for a lady. So I had like a little bit of a weird time with that because I didn't like know beforehand. So it was like switching my language, and then June witnessed the blood part in the promo was interesting. But
Still
other
on
than
my
that,
wall,
those are both
Mar.
like funny bumps, but so far so good, you know. But the blood going fully in my eye.
Still on my wall.
Really? No. I thought we cleaned it up pretty good. I cleaned up your bathroom pretty well.
You did. I appreciate that.
I got that part. Devlin just like chucked it at me. With so much love to Devlin. He did absolutely like just
So with this being a planned trilogy, Marleigh, where would you like to see the character kind of end without spoiling anything?
Well, I don't actually know what's going to happen in the next two films, so this one I feel pretty confident in answering. I don't know because once again, I'm kind of split down the path of like, you know, she like finds peace and stuff, but on the other hand, I'm like, nah, kill all of them. Everyone dies. I think a combo deal would be nice. Like she kills everyone and then she finds peace, but first she kills everyone because honestly, I'm sorry, a lot of these characters deserve to die. They're not nice people. I don't. As much as I'm like, yeah, redemption arc, I'm like, not for you guys. No. The whole first section, I'm like, I hope these guys don't get redeemed. Or if they do, I hope they like still suffer like a ton. Life in prison. Eternal life in prison.
Well, I mean, yeah, that I would expect no other answers. Yeah. June, same question, but since you're writing the story, kind of definitely don't tell us what you have planned, but obviously there's going to be a lot of killing. It's a trilogy. So, but where would you like to see the whole franchise kind of just end? That's kind of a stacked question because she's a writer.
I was gonna say it's hard because she can't spoil it. She knows what she's thinking, probably, I think.
I do want her to find her peace, but I don't think her peace is going to be what the audience is expecting it to be.
Okay.
I feel like I know what that means because I know you.
No, you totally don't know me.
I'm gonna text you after the.
Fair enough. Waiting for that.
Well, I could tell you Marleigh has a very particular set of skills, not like Taken, but she can get information. Trust me. I'm not, yeah. No, I do want to say that you guys are, I'm a fan of what you guys are doing. I'm always going to be a fan of what you guys are doing. And I think the future is bright for everybody involved. Well, Marleigh, you know where you stand with me, so.
My future is not bright, guys. That's what he's saying. My future is dim.
You're going down a hole.
I'm going into a sinkhole, guys.
Well, I mean, you are probably one of the busiest working people like in the independent scene. Like it's either you're working your day job or you're on set. It's like you have no downtime.
Hey, don't forget my annoying statistics class. You can't forget my statistics class that I hate.
Okay, so
everyone who watches this, pray for me. I have an exam on Thursday.
Oof, nope.
Oh, dang. You're going to be busy this week, too. You got this, tomorrow another table read, and then, wow. Told you she's busy.
Yeah.
She gets mad at me for how much I work, too.
I was going to say, we're like horrible versions of each other a little bit.
Yeah.
We're just yelling at each other about working too much. But it's like both ways, and neither of us will listen. We are annoying.
That's why we work so well together.
Yeah. All right, Marleigh, I will pose the question to you that I posed to June and Amber. What would you like to say to Devlin if it's something you haven't already said or something you'd just like to reiterate?
Just that, like, I love that guy, honestly. He's like, despite how busy I am and we don't talk like a ton, I would consider him like a close friend of mine. Like, he's a great listener, mostly because he doesn't talk that much and I talk a ton. So he's like very up to date in my life every time I see him. And, you know, I've been there since day one, literally. I love the guy's passion. I think he's an amazing individual. I think he, you know, has stood up for people. June knows what I'm talking about and has had to deal with things on set, and he has handled it very well. And yeah, just an all around like amazing person.
Uh, uh, Again, I praise everybody who's on here. June, I'm going to praise you for a moment, even though this is our first time talking. I do want to say that just from this interaction here, you sound and you hold yourself in high regards, which allows everyone else to hold you in high regards. And you're very well spoken, a lot better than I am, trust me. But I believe that what you're doing and who you're surrounding yourself around is only going to skyrocket you to the next level. And I am going to be there every step of the way to cheer you on, whether it's just sharing, because trust me, I ain't got no money. We all know this. But if it's cheering, I'm going to cheer you on. So I am a fan of yours. So.
Yeah, June is amazing. My favorite thing is, as much as my favorite thing you do is costumes, even though obviously you're an amazing writer as well, but just because that's what I know you for is like costumes and jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
I love my necklace from Dasher Slasher still. I wear it semi often. I'm probably wearing it. I'm seeing Megadeth this weekend with Montana, actually, and
Nice.
I'm probably going to wear it there with this same shirt that I also wore in the promo that then immediately cut up when I got home.
I mean, fair.
But also, June, I just, I love how aggressive you are and spunky, because I am also aggressive and spunky. We pretty much immediately bonded over that.
And the entire foot difference between the two of us.
I was going to say, yeah, when we hug, it's like you're
Yep.
right up in there. Just the way I like it.
Marleigh, I praise you on a daily basis when I have conversations. So
I was gonna say I don't need to hear it.
Yeah, I'll just
we all know how bad I am at taking compliments. So
then in that case, we're gonna do it. But did you think I would not do it?
No.
I'm just gonna say, Marleigh. I'll keep it short and sweet. Marleigh, you're awesome. End of story.
Okay, thanks.
So June, here's a question for you. Outside of the Forsaken Few, what does the future hold for you? Do you got other ideas you want to see come to life?
Dasher Slasher, I know we are trying to move forward. See, you told me that I'm a good speaker, and then it just didn't work out.
It's the curse of Josh.
Well, I've also been talking all day. I had to teach preschoolers.
I relate. I just got off nannying. Probably not many children, but one child. It's a lot. I somewhat feel you.
I know that for Dasher Slasher, we are definitely trying to get to that dark place that we definitely, I don't want to say lost in the first one, but like just grazed in the first one. Like we know that we can go deeper with that one.
Yeah, definitely. I hope I get to do more FX on that one.
Oh, top of the list, Mar. Top of the list.
Devlin has told me that I'm someone in Dasher Slasher, but he has not told me who. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
Write that down.
Just let me fight Montana, please. We all remember me the first time when he hit my head on the ceiling. I'm not even in the first one, really. I was just making sure it was going to be safe, which it wasn't that first time. So I'm like, I want to fight him because I already kind of have.
This time needs to be recorded.
Yeah, please. Instead of him just whacking me on the ceiling.
Oh, I mean, you do stunts too, so I mean.
I'm just a tall lady.
Yeah.
That was my issue with that one, because he was practicing for Amber, and I'm also like a foot taller than Amber.
Yeah.
Especially in the heels that I'm wearing for Forsaken. So.
And Marleigh, I pose the same question for you. It's not going to be a surprise, but what's the future hold for you too?
I don't know. I'm gonna apply to college soon, to real college instead of community college. And obviously, I have Not There Too to look forward to, Dasher Slasher to look forward to. Me and Vin just wrapped on a fun Scream fan film, so I have that coming out to look forward to.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I actually, Vin actually showed me some behind the scenes stuff on it. That
Was
looks
it the
pretty cool.
clock?
No, something else. I can't tell you.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah. Someone flipped over a couch. See, look, I told you she gets information. But anyhow.
I was there for that.
I know.
Well, he needs to send you the clock bit. That was funny.
Before we get going, I do want to, because we are coming near the end of the show. June, again, first time on the show, so I want to give you a chance to kind of plug your socials where people can or cannot reach out to you. That's entirely up to you, and just what you got going on outside of Dasher, Slasher, and the Forsaken Few, and just what you enjoy about doing what you do.
I don't think there's enough time for me to talk about everything that I do outside of.
He has problems.
Well, as you can see, I have my sewing machine. Which is, like after I'm done here, I'm gonna turn and start on a project that I need to do. So like that's what I do outside of here. I have my own business of sewing and jewelry. I'm a teacher during the week. I also work at a craft store to get a discount. It's really nice to get a discount when you work in the film industry because a lot of those things can be used for more than its purpose.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I do want to say that with what you guys got going on, 100% you guys are going to succeed. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Marleigh, socials, and you got way too much going on, so whatever you want to plug.
It's Marleigh Arnold everywhere. Marleigh.Arnold on Instagram. Caffeine and Cats on TikTok, but I don't post a single film related thing on there. Yeah, I have a lot going on in my life. I don't even know. I'm doing something this weekend.
You're going to a concert this weekend.
I'm going to a concert this weekend. I keep getting tagged in a few posts of other things this weekend, so we'll know if I try and do anything else. Yeah, I'm filming part of a short called Murder at the Lake Moor this weekend as well. Should be the last day of that. And yeah, in my free time, I also have a million other somewhat sewing, somewhat jewelry, somewhat crafting, everything related projects as well. So,
Oh yeah. I want to thank you guys for coming on. And June, I always tell everybody when you're on NC-17. See, I fucked up the beginning, and now I'm fucking up my own name.
you got it.
But whenever anyone comes on NC-17, you have a home with us. You're more than welcome back on this show anytime you like, whether it's to talk movies, plug movies, or listen to me ramble about stupid shit. And if you ask Marleigh, I do that sometimes. Shut up, Marleigh.
I didn't say anything. I just did a thumbs up.
I'm just playing. But no, it's been a tremendous honor to have you on, and Marleigh will definitely be talking really soon.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, is there anything you guys would like to say to the audience before we go? Might have to have Vin send me that clock.
Get ready to see a great movie and listen to me try and avoid having a lisp with fangs in. That's also part of the film.
All right.
And donate if you can when the next campaign starts.
Oh, yeah, you guys do got a ending fun campaign going to be happening, right?
We just finished the first Kickstarter, and we are going to be opening up another one. I believe it's all on Devlin for that one, but I believe it might be happening this weekend or maybe like the beginning of next week, just so we have like the beginning of March.
Yep.
I think is when he's going to be going.
All right. All right. I would like to thank you guys for coming on. Everyone, make sure you stay up to date with all the Forsaken Few updates that are going to be happening. Support the film, donate if you can, and or Marleigh might just stab you with a sword. You never know.
No promises.
Never mind. I'll shut up. Yeah. No, just thank you guys for coming on and continue doing what you're doing. And I'm a fan. That's all I'm going to say.
We appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for having me on.
Oh, you're most welcome. Thank you for coming on. Without you guys, there'd be no show. So,
They could just be a Josh show. Just Josh.
Just Josh.
It's
JJ.
just like you explaining horror movie plots.
Been there, done that. Got like 3 views. I was like, nah, we're gonna start talking to people
Instead of talking to yourself.
Oh yeah. Hey June, word of advice: go back and watch Marleigh's first interview on NC-17.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it was her and Devlin points something. We're still recording. Devlin points something out that he does, and then he continues to do it, and he calls it out every time. So definitely go watch that first interview. It was a fun interview. So
I'm like more awkward than this, but not by that much. I'm still pretty awkward.
For me, knowing him since high school, I would probably be able to notice it before he even said anything.
Yeah, and Marleigh, you're getting better at talking, like about yourself, Marleigh. So that's a good thing.
I don't feel like I am, but if you say so, thank you.
All right, we should have ended this 3 minutes ago before I put everybody on front, but whatever. All right, everybody, till next time, stay NC-17.
Bye, guys.
Bye.